Hi, friends. I wanted to thank you again for tuning in and being with me here on this journey of the major cards. I have been having a lot of fun looking back on my notes and discovering all the things that I understood about tarot way back when I first started studying in the 70s, and how all of that knowledge and information and study has informed my card reading. And knowing the basics has really helped me to stay true to what I see in the cards, even though, of course, as we grow with tarot, our intuition grows, and we'll see things in the cards that aren't necessarily something that we've read about the cards or something that we know. And so it is about trusting our intuition and the other things that come through, but having a basic knowledge and really being able to put every card into our knowledge bank so that we can rely on that knowledge is so helpful. And case in point, here we are with the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm mentioning this to you because I've heard other people describing the Wheel of Fortune in different ways, perhaps based on their intuition. I have always seen this card as just where we are meant to be. And sure enough, I had forgotten, of course, many years ago when I did study, that is what I felt, or what I studied actually back then. I think what I'm trying to tell you is that my intuition came up with that as well, that I really feel that even to this day, when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, I absolutely feel it for my clients, that there is nothing that has to change right now. Everything that's happening is where it needs to be. And sure enough, that's what I wrote many years ago. And so I love when intuition and that basic knowledge of tarot come together. And I'm saying that because honestly, I had forgotten what I wrote about the Wheel of Fortune. And in reading more recently what people thought, I started to second guess, that's right, even after 40 years of reading tarot, what I was intuiting about the cards. And I'm really glad to find out that I actually have stayed true to what I knew and what I do know and what I feel is really true about this card. And so let me go and read to you what I initially wrote with all the studying that I did, and stop yakking at you just about how it's affected me recently looking back at this study. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's the number 10 of the majors, coming after the Hermit, right? We've gone inward, and now we're where we need to be. We can trust. So the Wheel of Fortune, the number 10, is ROTA, R-O-T-A. And I had that tarot means rotate or wheel. And I wish actually I didn't put down on my notes a source for that information, which is so typical of me. So I might have to look back myself and see where I got that definition. I might have to just Google that at this point, right? That's easily done. So here's what I wrote. Life is a process. We are on the wheel of life. We are becoming and dying at the same time. Many, many religions, philosophies use this image, spokes on the wheel, being in rotation, in motion. At the hub, we stand still, right? But the wheel moves, and it's about cause and effect, reminding us that there are no wrong choices, that everything has meaning and reason, even if we don't know the what or the why of the thing. We are in constant motion, and change is constant as well. This card reminds us to keep growing and to keep changing and to go for it, because now is the time just to do it, whatever it is. The wheel really reminds us to live in the moment with joy as things move, right? We're not ever really stagnant. So many people, including myself, can feel, we all feel at times like we're stuck. But something guidance actually taught me a long time ago, we never really are. We really are constantly moving. And at the time that the Wheel of Fortune comes up, we are exactly where we need to be, and really the important part of it is to focus on the present, right? Focus on what's happening right now, because the past is behind us and the future, we're moving toward it, even if we have no clue of where we're going to end up, right? So the wheel reminds us to live in the moment, as I said, with joy as things move, because we can't live in the past or the future, but only in present time. And then I did have a quote from Sherman-Burke's book. Each person is responsible for his own, her own destiny. And although circumstances are determined, as are the 4 points of the great wheel, it is each person who turns her own wheel to whichever point her true self dictates. The wheel reminds us, end of quote by Sherman-Burke. The wheel reminds us that there are no accidents, no coincidences, and to be thankful for all of the ups and downs. And that's another important aspect of the wheel of fortune, that we ride the wheel, right? The point isn't to be too consumed or too judgmental, perhaps, about those ups and downs in life. It's really to understand them, maybe to accept them, ride them out, learn how to live with them. I could go on and on. I mean, each of us individually has to come to that meaning for ourselves, what it means, what the ups and downs of life means. But that's what the wheel is. It's the up and down. And getting back to how I started this whole yakking at you about the Wheel of Fortune, I think what I'm reminded of reading that last is that some readers are focusing more on that aspect of the wheel. In other words, life's ups and downs, rather than how I see it, which is you're where you need to be at this time, the present moment of the wheel. And so there is symbolism in the wheel, the Rider-Waite deck. I can tell you a little bit about that. It reminds us of permanence amidst the motion of the turning wheel and the impermanence we think exists. The hub of the wheel remains stable as the outer wheel turns, and that's and also too what you see in the card. The fixed signs of the zodiac are there. The bull is Taurus, lion is Leo, eagle is Scorpio, man is Aquarius. 10 is completion, and that's the number 10, right? Completion, where things have come together, they formulated, we're in a state of readiness, right? And something else that I wrote here, I'll read this. I don't know, I don't remember this, but geologists say the Earth was founded during 4 great eras. The Earth's completion is 4, which is foundations, right? And 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 = 10. I think that's interesting. Humans reach their completion in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 = 28, which equals a 10, 2 and 8, right? And the superhuman idea is also in the number 10. And if you add 1 through 10, it's 55, which is also a 10. And so I kind of love that connection with numerology as well. All right, well, that's what I have for you. This might be a good place to go back and also look at the link that I always include, which is the majors and that story of 7, because, as I outlined briefly in this video, we've left that place of inward self understanding, or that hermit place where we've gone into the cave of our own being, to come out now and to accept that life is truly in the moment, something that we've learned from spending time alone, in terms of looking inward, that what we have is always with ourselves, moment to moment. All right, thanks again for being here, and next week we'll take a look at card number 11.